sick with no remedy. All my thoughts come from loud and some Hennessy. God told me show mercy to my enemy. What the devil saying make his ass a memory. I'm blacking out and yesterday is just a blur to me. And the only way to stop me is to murder me. I spit it hot, I burn the track to the 3rd degree. A surgeon to the beat, I give it open heart surgery. I give it life, I keep it real. I'm spitting life, my wrongs, my rights, my kids and wife. Life's a gamble, I'm pitching dice. Bob off the grind, looking for the right price. Stuck in the trap for the cheese like mice. Lance Armstrong, flow.
Yeah. I feel like I'm on a chariot. Yeah. Feel like I'm on a chariot riding through the city or something.
You know what I mean? Like Julius Caesar out there.
Word. What up, y'all?
Welcome back to another
PMP
episode.
gang back in the building, but not gang in a bad way, gang in a good way.
Yeah.
Welcome
to the PMP show.
Right. Hell yeah.
We can't do it on Thursdays. What it is, twin. Glad to see you tune in the beginning. Yo, we got we got a lot of people who fuck with us, and they fuck with us the hard way. Yo, we salute to y'all though who been fucking with us the hard way. Pause. You know what I mean? Salute to y'all. We really appreciate that, man. What we asking now for real is to have a friend tell a friend. You know, tell somebody else. Share the link. Let somebody else,
do the liking and subscribing and all of that. Like you said, sharing the link. Much appreciated.
Yeah, because Saeed watching right now too. He called me earlier. I talked to him in a while. He said, "Yo, I just wanted to hear your voice and tell you I love you, bro." And
what up, Saeed?
I miss you, sis. So I was like, "Bro, I love you too, man." Shot him the link because he was like he couldn't get through on Facebook with the cyber shit info guy got going.
Right.
He's like he know how to go into that. People don't trust that shit. Yeah, I saw you did an interview, bro. So what's up, man? What we gonna do today? Oh, we got Jay coming.
Yeah, you got a Bleu Jay in the building again. That's gonna be dope.
Yeah,
definitely.
She's the first guest / interview co-host that we've had on the show more than once. So that means something. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Definitely. But I guess before we get into the shenanigans, how was everybody weekend?
Me? Oh, okay, yeah. Well,
yeah, just everybody. Yeah,
I'll go first. Great weekend. Great weekend. We was actually together. We for the first time we did our get together, like our car party get together, old school style,
game
music,
night,
drinks, game night. Just adult fun. I'm gonna say, I had a blast. Like we played some games and shit with the music, and we mingled. You was talking about that too. You was like, really, our couples don't get together and get together and conversate and interact with each other in that light. To where that type of energy just it was dope. It was a real dope environment. So I can't wait. I think I'm gonna go ahead and host the next one. And hopefully we can start getting more people to become full-time with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So there was a couple people that wanted to fall through. Shout out to everybody that did make it. There was a couple people that couldn't make it, certain shit came up, you know what I mean? But I know they pull it up to the next one. So
Justin Marshall in the building. He said good times. I'm guessing he was there.
Nah, he wasn't there. What up, Justin?
What up, homie?
Nah, he just said
maybe
good times, I guess.
Okay, yeah. Maybe
he was calling me Jimmy Walker. I don't know.
JJ, we was talking about the
yeah, but I saw you had an interview, my guy.
Yeah, he had a parents was talking about the
anyway. Back to regularly scheduled program.
Where'd he go?
On this camp. But so weekend was good for me. I guess we all did the same fucking thing.
Pretty much.
Only thing is, I got home at 1:30. Had to go to work at 6. At 6. So that part about it. was kind of messed
that
up.
always makes for a rough day at work. Hell yeah.
I guess y'all were resting because we got a group chat, and yeah, I'm at work.
Yeah, I was knocked out.
Yeah, I didn't get a response to this morning, like 9 a.m. I was like, damn. Niggas slept good yesterday, didn't they?
Hell yeah, nigga, I ain't do shit. I'm telling you. Hell yeah. But I guess while we waiting on Blue, fuck, what else we got? Anything? Ain't really nothing too crazy going on right now in the world.
I'm glad.
Right. Yeah, which is a good thing. Yeah, let me not sound ungrateful about that. This is a good fucking thing. Hell yeah.
It's time we huh?
They was talking about that y'all see that that list that what's his name from Superbad? Remember that movie Superbad?
Oh yeah.
What's that white boy name?
You talking about
the bigger one, the bigger
Seth,
one.
Not Seth Rogen, but
Jonah Hill.
Yeah, Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill had like what he had? He had messaged a girl that he was dating, saying like,
"Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
So what y'all think about that?
So we'll break it down, info guy, because you might know a little more than me. But break it down. What kind of really happened?
So so he was dating some chick. I guess they broke up or whatever, right? I'm about to pull it up here in a second, but he had a text message of like his requirements of what his girl, I guess, whatever, like what he requires her to do.
Okay.
Right. Well, just like for him as his boundaries in regards to what he wants in his lady or whatever.
But he wants his butt tickled.
I don't know about all that, but I'm about to.
He does. He looks like a butt tickler.
Yeah, but it was more stuff like, you got to be respectable when you go out. You can't be with certain chicks because they got a reputation.
For the guys who want to see. But basically it says, if plain and simple, these are deal breakers: surfing with men, boundaryless, inappropriate friendships with men.
Damn.
All right, well, hold on, info guy. Before you move on, right? Let's kind of break down each one real quick to see if that's something acceptable. Surfing with men. I guess she's a surfer.
She is a surfer.
Yeah, I mean, if she's surfing with a dude, that's kind of bugged out. Let the girl surf. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't do the shit and she out there with a group of people, you know what I mean?
That you know her and met her on, I don't understand.
Like, right. So that one is kind of, you bugging on that one.
Okay, the next one: boundaryless, inappropriate friendships with men.
Yo, this nigga insecure, B. This nigga mad insecure, B. He's mad insecure.
Post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit is wild. She can't do that. I can understand the posting the sexual pictures. Yeah, you got a lady now. Yeah, you do. They already seen you. Go there. You on this one. You're so stupid. I talk about which way I'm not going to be seen if you walk right by.
So, friendships with women who are in unstable places and from your wild recent past beyond getting a lunch or coffee.
What the fuck?
Something respectful.
That shit crazy.
I mean, yeah, because I'm looking. That's why I'm looking this way, because I'm looking at. I got it on the TV so I can read it. Friendships with women who are in unstable places and from your wild recent past beyond getting a lunch or coffee or something respectful. So that's basically saying I don't want you hanging around them hoes. Would you want your lady hanging around a bunch of thoughts?
I mean, but you got to think about his status though. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
yeah. But so who's the thoughts? The girl. I mean, cause shit, there's church girl thoughts. There's business.
Well, I'm assuming if he's in Hollywood, in that Hollywood atmosphere, whatever the bitches that's running around fucking
that
everybody.
Are known, right?
Like you probably like if you seen with them.
I guarantee
a bunch of names.
I guarantee you that's probably how he found
her. Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, it's like Pretty Woman. He got with a prostitute. You know, he met her, and now he's like, all right, this is now that we're going full time. you can't this. I don't want you talking to them. Like people with power, they they
Yeah,
can
they
do
do
that.
that type shit.
They
Yeah.
do that. They're
Yeah.
really controlling. They're really controlling, and they just
Now, what if
it
he
is what
said
it is.
this? What if he said this? What if he was like, if she was a chick that was like, okay, I'm gonna make it somebody black. I don't want you around them hood chicks no more. I don't want you hanging around, pulling up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Going to the nail shops with your
Yeah,
girlfriends out
thoughts
there.
are
Would that be
thoughts.
too? Would that be too much?
I
What do you mean?
mean,
Like if you were somebody of status, you had a couple dollars, because now she's kind of putting you in jeopardy because a nigga might snatch her up. Oh, her husband got money. I snatch her up. So I'm just asking from our side of things, from being black, you know what I'm saying, and our experiences in life, would you tell your lady, nah, don't be hanging around in the projects over there no more? I know your cousins stay out there, but I don't really want you out there pulling up in a $400,000 car. You
It
know what I'm
just,
saying?
I mean, if that's her family, right? Like, I would really like. I wouldn't tell her not to, but I would just I would recommend them come to come to our spot. Like she would have to understand that you are actually like your status has changed. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And I feel like you wouldn't even have to explain that because to them on that note. But then again, me personally, I would never tell them they can't
They
go
can't
somewhere.
do
Like,
something. Yeah, that's
yeah,
fair. That's
yeah.
fair.
You know what I'm saying?
You all
I'll
you can
never
do
be
is
like,
advise, like just paint
yeah,
the wildest scenario. Look, somebody gonna run up on you, snatch you up, take the car, da 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 da. You really want that? You know what I'm saying? Like you just got to put it to them
yeah.
like that. Maybe they'll
Nah,
understand.
I
so
mean,
I was
you could get Uber, you could get dropped off over there. You don't even gotta pull up with your whip and okay, I have the driver drop you off. I have an
Right,
Uber like a all black SUV drop you off when it's ready,
right,
come pick you up. Like it's ways to do it and
right.
maneuver. But I just feel like that list shit, like like he I feel like
That's
this.
wild.
See, we were saying this before that now that you about to date somebody new, like we older now. Now that you about to date somebody, you kind of put up front. You putting everything on up. Like I'm not gonna just settle and just later on have to deal with your issues. Look,
Hmm.
I'm telling you up front. Look, man, I need pussy twice a week, 3 times a week.
Right.
I'm still gonna go out. Me and the like everything I need and everything I want. I'm trying to convey that early, so we don't have no issues later
Right, right,
on.
right.
So I feel where he at. I just feel like
but
he went
but
kind of
but a lot of those
sick with it.
things, a lot of those things are
Too controlling with it.
what you are
Yeah,
controlling. Not
Mhm.
a lot of those things are what
right.
you are
He wants
controlling.
to control it. Right.
A lot,
I'm
Now,
not with
because
that.
to keep it real, women have those lists too. There's a certain
They do.
group of niggas that your lady don't want you with no more. You know what I'm saying? Because she know the type of shit they into. So she like, nah, or nah, you can't be out hanging out with all of them. And I know they're gonna have all the chicks around. So just no, I don't even want you in that environment. You know what I'm saying? So they might not say it like he said it, but
but at a certain
Yeah.
point, when your life changes, like you adapt to that anyway, right? Like,
Yeah.
why will you still be hanging around niggas who want to bend the block every day? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you be in the streets all the time?
no, I ain't talking about street shit. I'm talking about when you pull up to homie crib, he got 4 or 5 strippers over there. It's going down over there. You know what I'm saying? Or
I
when he
know.
go out.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what I'm saying is that once you get to that status, right, where like your woman shouldn't even have to at that point when you're in
Right.
But he talk about that
yeah,
status.
you shouldn't even have to she shouldn't even have to lay that on you. You know what I'm saying? She
Right.
should like that should just be something that all right, yeah, that nigga wild. I'm not in that lifestyle no more. Like I still chat with him on the phone, but I'm not gonna go hang out with him and shit. Like we could catch up and shit.
Yeah. I
Like,
can't go to one of his
right,
parties.
like I can't fuck with you no more on that level, bro. I'm
Yeah.
not here no more. Like
You know
Yeah.
what's gonna happen.
we're
Yeah.
doing a couple
Yeah.
things. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but what I was gonna ask you is, do y'all think some of this shit is kind of like insecure? And the reason why I ask that is because a lot of men on are saying that what the dude said about his baby mama Kiki, what he said and what he put out wasn't insecure. But this kind of falls in line to that. Like, it's kind of the same scenario type deal. So do y'all think it's insecurity or
nah, I mean, yes, I think it is. I think it is because to come out with a list, I'm like to come out with things that you can't do, and I just feel like that's what I want to happen, but not necessarily.
Truth be told, part of so that was between them two. She the one that leaked that shit. That's the only reason why we know. It's not like he posted it. Yo, this is my. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, what
she leaked some messages.
Be marrying.
That is
that's
a good.
Nothing from. Yo, what that? Yo, what that?
Point.
Yo, what's that
says,
comment?
Guys be marrying thoughts with nothing to gain from it compared to a real woman. They got a lot to bring to the table.
That's true.
No, it's not.
I don't know too many people marrying thoughts.
Yeah, me too. Like. All right. First of all, nobody knows they're marrying a thought until they find out, and then, after every. All right. I
guess I took thought as like mental behavior more than fucking everybody. Like the woman.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I looked at it more of a how they act as opposed to fucking everybody.
I look at a thought. When I think of a thought, I think of a thought mentality.
Yeah, that's how I see it. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this bitch is a thought. Like, we having a simple conversation, and the only thing she really gonna understand is that like suck a dick, Wi-Fi,
right? Latest rapper beef, like all of this silly shit.
Yeah, stupid. Like, to me, that we can't even have a conversation. Like, I hate them joints that, like, anyway, we ain't even gonna go there, but yeah, like, that to me is the mentality. Like, whether she has sex or not, like, this bitch is I used to call them bird brains back in the day.
So what's a thought? Break that down. Thought mentality.
Thought, like I said, there's nothing.
Can I give you an image? Can I give you an image and then you can take that? What's this little girl that got this song Pound Town? That's a thought. That whole mentality, that whole image, that whole talking like that for no reason everywhere. Like, it's a time and a place for certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, if that's the lingo, that's how you talk. That's how you talk. Cool. But show these motherfuckers you can carry yourself in another way as well. You know what I'm saying? So I think when you stuck in that mentality, that's just a thought-like mentality. You ain't even necessarily got to be fucking everybody. It's just that.
Men can be thoughts too, then.
Yes, man.
Yeah. Because I look at thought took over ratchet to me, and I know in my brain, you know what I'm saying? Like, not necessarily that was how they meant it, but I think of thought and ratchet as synonymous. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's both one and the same to me. And you ain't even necessarily got to be fucking everybody. It's just how you carrying yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, you out here in a bonnet.
You definitely fucking. But you definitely fucking.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you definitely fucking, and you might even been on Backpage for 40 at one point. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing wrong with it. Do what you got to do. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know, but I don't know. Like, when females break up with a nigga, like, I want to get on it. Like, I was waiting for Blue, but like, I was looking at a post and it was like, yeah, niggas is it's always this, niggas don't do this, niggas don't do that, niggas. Then I'm like, yo, like, how many of these niggas have you been with to make it, like, fact? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like.
It's all circumstantial.
What do you say that? Say that.
I said it's all circumstantial.
Right. So is it you speaking on your particular what you've been through? And then, you take that and kind of, like, I can understand that. So then it should be a whole lot more. Well, why did I fall for? Why was I, because what happens is I'm starting to hear a lot of knowledge. Like, they know exactly how dumb we are as niggas. Like that's a lot of what I'm hearing. I'm hearing a lot of, these niggas, these niggas can't, but these niggas be fooling like these niggas.
Let me ask you this, and I think I understand what Info Guy is saying. I think it's circumstantial because it's the Keep It Real podcast. We don't lie up here. You know what I'm saying? We might exaggerate a little bit, happen telling the story, but we don't lie.
We keep it real, right?
Right. We keep it a buck. And if it hurt feelings, it hurt feelings sometimes. But
fuck them.
We've all fucked up and cheated. So if she's strictly talking about cheating and every nigga that she's been with cheated on her, she kind of has a reasonable, if she's strictly talking about that, you know what I'm saying? Now, if she's talking about other shit, yeah, you should have seen what you was getting into before you got into that. But if it's a cheating situation, I can't blame women for not knowing that this nigga ain't going to cheat. You know what I'm saying? Like you would think that, you know what I'm saying?
Same with the niggas who've been cheated on. Like they didn't like that part goes, but what I'm saying is, if it happens, all right, let's exclude cheating because
just a second, because our guest hostess came in. You could get back to your thought, Jimmy. Just hold 1 second. Let me bring her in.
I'll wait for her.
Let me bring her in, then you could get to your point. Hold on 1 second.
Info Guy / production.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Shalonda, what up?
What up, Shalonda?
Hey, Blue, what up?
Uh-oh. What up, Blue?
Trouble.
Applause was kind of extended there, guy. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
It wasn't even that long.
It lasted that long. I don't know. The universe.
Oh shit! What up, Blue? Welcome back, homie.
Hey, y'all.
What up?
So we're gonna finish this conversation because I definitely wanted to go into something you posted.
Give me a background of what we're talking about.
Okay, good. I'm ready.
I don't even know how we got here, but we were talking about
the dude. He had a list. Mr.
Jonah Hill. Yeah, Jonah
Hill.
Okay, and we were talking about various things about what people do or don't want in regards to a relationship, what boundaries they have, or whatever the case may be. His may be a little bit too much, but out of boundary, but boundaries basically.
Okay.
People, what they will accept in a relationship. And Jimmy went into specifics in dealing with the people in relationships because he has seen a lot of women speak about dealing with bad men or something. Let me say that because
sort of, kind of. It was just like how because like what I'm hearing, like what's going around is a lot of like men and women. Like it's a lot of. I was talking to a guy today. He was like, "Yeah, ain't no good females left." You know what I'm saying? I got it. All I'm left with is pay to plays, and it was something else he said. And then he was like, and uppity boozy bitches who always trying to diagnose a nigga, right? And then he was like, it ain't, then women say stuff like, it ain't no good strong men left. It ain't no good faithful men left. It ain't men who, it's a lot of that going on. And I'm saying, like, there is a lot of men, good men, and a lot of good women available, was all I was just saying. And I was like, it can't be, is it the people, are we talking about specific people? Or are we just talking about a whole? And they were trying to correct me on, they were trying to tell me what they thought it was, vice versa. So,
y'all know I participate in these type of conversations and this type of dialogue on a daily basis. So,
so what was you saying, Z? You were making a point about circumstances.
Yeah. My thing was going back to women always saying they running into the same type of dude, this, that, and the third. like I said, I think it's based on circumstances. I'll give them a pass on the dude that, you know, if they get cheated on, and let's say they got 4 relationships in a row where they get cheated on. If they was to come out and say that, I'm sick of these niggas, they always cheating on you, you can't really predict that. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a nigga that's a fucked up nigga, like you seen his characteristics early, like it was something that you seen that you was like, nah, maybe I can hang around for a little bit. And then it turned out like the previous 3. That's kind of on you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But anything
Men
outside of cheating, yeah, men and women. Yeah, men and women. Men and women.
Yeah, both sides.
Yeah.
Because the
anything
was
outside of cheating, if that shit happened to you more than, I'm gonna say more than 2 times in a row, that's kind of on you at that fucking point. That ain't really that's what you think.
I think a lot of times too. Let me just say this is this, right? So when you have maybe done something in the past in your past, but you rectified that, right? You might have changed the way you were doing before. Maybe you did cheat and you changed that, right? Or maybe you emotionally abused your partner and you corrected yourself and you did whatever, like you changed. A lot of times I think what happens is that people will look at things when people say in a generalized statement and still hold that resentment of what they had done in the past, right? Like you might think that based off what people have said in a collective, they might be maybe generalizing you too, because you, even though you yourself know that you've changed,
they're not gonna
like they might not still think that people are good and they're valuable and whatever the case may be. So I think a lot of times that's what happens. And so for me, it's like I can't put myself in somebody else's healing journey. Like they're healing. That's why they're lashing out and saying those things. And so for me, I just like at some point I had to correct myself and be like, all right, they're not talking about me because I've changed that as a person. So I can't really put myself as that person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So okay.
Or niggas, go ahead, Z.
Now I was going to say, in healing, though, do you think that we still would have to kind of have some type of, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you still got to know better. And, you know, for lack of a better word, you know what I'm saying? Like, so in lashing out, because, again, I just feel like anything kind of outside of cheating, after a while, you got to look at yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, why you
definitely accountability on them.
Yeah.
But I think
like, why are you attracting a certain type of dude? Like, what environment are you in? You know what I'm saying? Like, what vibe are you giving off? Like, maybe you need to change the people you around. So, you know.
I think a lot of times when people lash out, they like have recently experienced something, right? They're going like right then and there. So they make those rational jump outs of thinking everybody's the same and shit based off of what they're dealing with at that time. And we human, we do that. So I don't fault people for that no more, but I used to get into those debates. Like, why are you painting a brush? Because how I feel about it is like we as black people get painted right with a broad
already
right?
without
so
it.
More being right.
We don't need any more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't need nothing else but like if we trying to make it better, then let's do that. But if we gonna keep poking, you know, not trying to fix shit, like I just feel like it's redundant. It's not even, oh shit, my light's flickering.
That's true.
Is it now?
Yeah.
So
well, y'all covered so many things, and you know, I just gotta wait till you come to a stopping point and try to address one thing at a time. You know,
okay. Go ahead. Yeah, we scatterbrained. Like we scatterbrained.
Yeah, especially from a woman's perspective. I feel like it's a whole lot of pressure on women to try and identify everything that they can that could be possibly wrong with the man because of the backlash that we do get for quote unquote making bad decisions or choosing the wrong man. First of all, it's hard to not think that all men are the same, because some of us ain't sampling enough of them to learn that all men aren't the same, right? It's like you get 1, 2, 3 experiences, you feel like you done had a fucking whole lifetime of experience because you've extended yourself, more than once, more than twice. It's hard to not think that all men are the same until you meet someone that show you different. And the reason why a lot of women generally men so much is because, first of all, a lot of us are having similar experiences, and we come together, we talk. Right. Well, we know that with the experiences that we are having that's similar, these guys are all seeming to have the same type of mentality. It's not just that their behaviors all the same, they're all thinking the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's hard. So then let's say I'm in a friend circle, I'm with 2 women, I'm with 3 women, we're all coming together on our likenesses of the stress that we're having with trying to coexist with the opposite sex. And it's like we all are kind of like dealing with the same man, So it's
but wait a minute, real quick. So is there any positive, like is all the conversations, are there any conversations where somebody might be like, because there are a lot of different circles, I'm just wondering, in those circles, is there anybody happy in their relations? Like, are there any good moments going in them conversations, or are they all bad?
I'm sure, but I'm just saying the reason why a lot of women are coming together and saying the same thing is because we're all kind of similar, having the same experiences that are making us feel like bitter and regretful, and that's got us out here feeling like this. Now, I don't know if y'all were talking about women coming together and praising their men. It sounded like y'all were talking about women are out here feeling like there's no good men, and men are out here feeling like there's no good women. So I'm just saying I could see why a lot of women are out here having that feeling like that.
But okay, real quick, and then I'm gonna let you finish. Like, as far as that praise question, I don't really like. I hear praise. I hear more downplay than praise when it comes to social media. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yeah, because social media is where people come to vent and express themselves without, pretty much in a way, without feeling judged. People come and air out their grievances on social media, but then when their lives are going really good, you kind of don't hear from them for a while. You be like, hey, where you been?
I mean, like when people get married, they in new relationships, like you see pictures, you see that happiness, but I feel like it's not as interesting to people as the negative side, like people doing bad, like people splitting, saying they got divorced. Like, I think marriage is good for the pictures. People like it, but behind their back, they're like, man, I can't wait for them to divorce. Like, they're going to tune in more to see the downfall, because they're going to get more joy off that than they get off the marriage part of it.
Because there's so much pain in the world. That's what I was getting at. Like, a lot of people mostly like to come together on like their pain, and you can get a group of people to come together in the likeness of disliking someone, right? Then you could,
right?
If when it come down to the audience of people who like love you, it's gonna be small. But when it come down to the people who want to be your haters, you're gonna be like, damn, how they know each other?
I ain't even know.
I don't know. It's something like that. It's because people go in certain spaces to experience something specific. So I don't think that online it's really where people want to see all the goodness. I think we go there for the dump.
Right.
That is true. Right. That is
trending topic.
Hey, real quick too, Blue, do you think, like, because we all about the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. And I like when we merge like this on the show, because it kind of brings two sides, the man, and the women's side, because we are, we brutes on this show. But if we did more uplifting to each other, instead of, like, if we pointed out the good, like, goes on both sides. Like, on our show, like, if we started trending, the good sides, like both parties, not what the niggas are doing negative, but let's talk about let's not even give light to the negative. Let's, on both sides though, we ain't never gonna talk about what Ma had on or her behavior. We're gonna talk about the one who's doing what they supposed to do. I think if we started that narrative on both parties, eventually that was, you know, that'll rub off. You know what I'm saying? But it's a start.
Yeah, but
That's all I wanted to say.
it ain't a content grabber. It won't move your algorithms. That's what I learned.
But who cares? See, but who cares? See, but that's where we fall victim at, because we more concerned with likes, likes and getting fans than we are with real change. So until then, like I said, ain't nothing gonna really change. We're gonna continue hating each other. So like they wanted,
we're gonna continue projecting our deep love. We are in love with each other, and we can't control the outcome of our feelings. So we mistake that as hate. Everybody out here hurting because they coming from a place of love in one way or another.
I was reading.
We really hate each other. I think we're just so frustrated with each other, and we all want to be heard so bad. And people who've been hurt want to see other people be hurt back. I was just thinking about this today when it comes down to the Black community, especially because my timelines on all of my platforms are saturated with Black people, Black expression, Black thoughts. And I noticed that collectively we really care about how we feel about you. We feel so important to have an opinion about something else or someone else. Like nothing can get us popping, like sitting around talking about what Kiki should have done, how she should have worn. Why do we think we are so fucking important and what's going on with everybody and everything else is just our business? And we feel like our opinions matter so damn much. And I was like, where is this coming from? I had a man tell me today, because I commented on somebody else's post about if I would change my outfit for Kiki or for my man if he had a problem. I said I would change. I said no, I probably wouldn't, unless he wanted to contribute to a new wardrobe that's completely approved by him. If I pay for all my own things, why would I just throw my shit out and never wear because you don't like it? So let's come together. You can help me put something in my closet, right? He comes on there and tell me that's why you single and that's why you got more bodies than men or something like that. And I'm like, why are you trying to weaponize me being single? And why are you trying to weaponize me being sexually active? And why does it matter how you feel about me? I don't even know you. It just made me think like, dang, this is really kind of how we are. We think that we are our opinions about each other matter so much. And we hiding behind all of that, because if you out here talking shit to people thinking that you're so valid in your opinion, you also hiding because you want to appeal to other people's opinion, right? So I feel like that's giving people, I feel like collectively we're not being honest with how we really feel and with ourselves, because we're so scared about what everybody think, and everybody feels so fucking entitled to think something. Like, how the hell do we get out of that? Because until then, we're never going to be honest with each other about the love that we really have. We're not.
The funniest thing that I saw about the whole situation with that was that, like, how does what somebody else wears put you in a situation where you feel disrespected? Like something that's on somebody else. Somebody made a decision for themselves to do that. Put you in a place where you feel disrespected. And the only reason why I asked that, not based on because you feel like she's your girlfriend or baby mama, y'all a relationship, etc., etc. Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
But you're in a position where you are in this situation with a woman who's a celebrity, or etc., right? So I'm sure you've seen her with different outfits that look similar to that. But my thing is like, why does it take till now? I just feel like this is more clickbait. It's like these things happen so we can have these we can have these arguments about this shit, like to further I don't think it's real to me.
Okay, so that's what I was going to ask you. Yeah, because I didn't want to. If you don't think it's real, I definitely can understand what you're saying on that point to distract people. I get it. So I'm not. That's not the point. I would not necessarily debate, but to have a different POV on. If it was, let's say it was all natural, and let's say they had an argument, which we all kind of came up with that conclusion on the last show when we talked about it. Like they kind of had it. We felt like there was something more than that. You know, they may have beef before she went out, whatever the case may be. All right. So if that's the case, as your man. Because if she would have did it, because somebody made the good point about bringing up the what's this little girl name from the City Girls and Lil Uzi Vert and the shit that happened between them.
JT, that ghetto
Yeah,
ass.
yeah. And so she was applauded for the kind of necessarily the same thing. He said something about Ice Spice. She didn't like it. She was acting up through the phone at the nigga. And she was kind of applauded for that. So
that was not cool.
No,
right.
that was equally worse. She was just as
I know.
wrong.
I mean, yeah, you're saying that, but the masses, especially a lot of women, didn't feel that way. They kind of applauded that. So, because it was more so a woman in a dominant position checking a nigga, and I only feel like if we just keep it on the clothes, take it out for Usher. If he felt uncomfortable, and if he said something before she left the house, which none of us know. And if she said to him, fuck you, nigga, I'm wearing this anyway.
Hold on.
If she said to this nigga, like, fuck you, we all argue with our ladies.
He didn't know I left out the house in this outfit. Please know that he slapped me on my ass before I left.
Okay. See, that could be cap. We don't know. We don't know. That could be cap.
It could be.
But let's just say, and just in my opinion, this is what I'm saying. In my opinion, this is what I think happened.
Way out in that.
Yeah, right. I think they actually was beefing. He didn't really like what she had on, and he just got emotional. He had an emotional moment. You know what I'm saying? Now, had they had the conversation before she left the house, he was entitled to have that conversation. That's what I'm saying. It's no different just because he put it on a public platform. As her man, he's still entitled to be like, I don't really want you wearing that. You know what I'm saying? Like
once you put your shit out on the public, right?
Here we come with our opinions, thinking they matter so much.
What I'm saying is that this, like, handle your situation, whatever. I'm not at fault for you lashing out and doing what you did, but what I'm saying is that now it shows that this is more than just your woman walking out in an outfit. Because if the things was true that he knew.
Yo, listen, she's an actress, bro. Like we talked about this. She gonna have sex scenes with her body out. Like he can't be really upset about that. If she like
that. That's what I'm saying. It's like what are you?
Z was right. Z was right. She was sensitive. Like he was being sensitive, and he showed a very vulnerable moment.
Right.
And his sensitive side came out and he got exposed on it. Man up now and apologize for being shown the sign. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Just keep it moving, bro.
Right. It's what it is. It is what it is.
They never made no sex scene. I don't think she ever been in a movie.
Probably not.
I mean, she will be.
No, she has been in a scene.
She has been in hold on. Hold on. I'll get the name of it because I saw that like she was in drawers and panties. And like,
she was been in the scene where she was doing shit.
Well, look, I'm saying besides this, what I'm saying, even besides all of that, like if they was beefing, which I feel like this is what happened. That's why I feel like he had an emotional moment. Because you're right, she does all of this shit anyway. If they was arguing before they left the crib, before she left the crib, and he was like, whatever. Like I said, we've all argued with our girls, you know what I'm saying? So it might have got, fuck you, nigga, I'm wearing this shit anyway. I'm out. Bah. You know what I'm saying? Now he see her. Right. Now he see what's going on with Usher. That just added fuel to the fire. You know what I'm saying? So now he's like, oh, now you want to dance with this nigga too? So he was just hot. That's why I said, 2 and 2 equal 4. He fuck that.
Nah.
Bitch. That's what he really wanted to say, but he couldn't. So he was just like, oh, you're not a good mother, that. But he really was like, bitch, I'm a, you know what I'm saying? So
he was getting just had an emotional
moment.
Yeah. Usher definitely. If it was just some bum ass nigga, like, I don't know if he would have reacted like that. Usher kind of put it over the top.
That's what I'm saying. That was fuel to the fire.
I don't even know if Usher like girls for real. But anyway,
oh
my God.
That's for another episode.
I know, right? Yo, but he being insecure as a man, there's nothing wrong with it, Z. But I think it was this. I think while it was going on, he got a phone call from one of his homies or something. And it was like, they was like, yo.
Oh, yeah, he didn't see it live. Yeah, hell no.
Man.
Yes,
all
bro.
them damn
Yo, that's
nosy
the
ass
lady?
homeboy.
Right. And
Bro.
the niggas when other niggas, you talked
Somebody
about this
was
last time.
at the Vegas
When
joint
another
with
nigga
a
come
girl.
around
And hit him
and
up.
make
Yeah,
it worse.
and hit
They
him
was
up.
like, yo, your
Make it
girl
worse.
out here wilding, bro.
Yo, with her
Yo.
ass out, B. She dancing with Usher and shit. But
Yo.
naked.
And see, now you already tight, and that's all you hear.
That's
You know what I'm
so
saying? So you like,
funny.
what?
Nah, but Z think
Yo,
Z think,
your girl
Z,
out
think
here
about this
twerking
though.
on Usher, B.
Nah,
Yo.
Z, think about this. Even if he was in a great mood, he was playing Call of Duty, had like 3 L's rolled. He was drinking. He get a text message or an IG alert like, yo, homie, check your IG. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's his man. His mood
Right.
is automatically just because his homies,
Yeah.
just because his dogs is like, dog, man. Yo, that's how she doing you. That's how she doing you. That's how she got you in the street.
He was
and because of that, he couldn't deal with that part.
Nah, he had to check her in public.
Bro,
he got embarrassed in public, so he had to check her in
came
public.
to him first. He didn't know shit about that shit until them niggas called, bro.
Right.
He like, oh,
Bro,
word?
he didn't
Yo,
know
check
shit
your girl,
about
man.
shit, bro. I'm telling you.
He had to get his manhood back. He just did it the wrong way.
Bro,
He did, you know what I'm saying? He just, but
bro, it was one of those moments where he typed that shit out and he hit send before he doubled back, bro. That was one of the moments, bro. I'm telling you.
Yo, the dude he was playing Call of Duty with was at the crib with him. So that's what made it worse. Like he was right in the room. And he was like, Bloom, yo, bro, pause, man. Pause the game real quick. He was like, nah, we live and shit. So he got killed. They got mad. Yo, it just started to spike up all the time of testosterone.
That is
right.
hilarious.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
That's just so funny. The whole scenario is so real.
I'm telling you.
It seemed real though. It seemed real because that's how niggas
He
is.
ain't no shit.
He ain't no shit. It was like bloop. Oh shit. Yo, man, check your your lady wildin'.
Yo, that nigga was at the last point on Call of Duty where you at the top of the hill, bro.
That is fucking hilarious.
And he got shot. He got shot and killed, bro.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Over with. I'm telling you.
So what's up with that topic Blue had though?
Okay, we gonna put that up.
Yeah, I think we should.
Oh.
Yeah, we be following you now.
Oh, okay. Don't judge me, cause baby,
I don't. No, we good. We don't. Yo, we don't judge shit on this show. Everybody do what they want to do. Everybody.
So one thing I like about Blue, she's open about everything, like how she's feeling. You know, the things that she feels like she's done wrong. Like it doesn't matter. She will say it on the internet. So. But anyway, I'm gonna let you read it, Jimmy, because you the one.
Well, I got it on the TV, so I can see it.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and read it, Z, because I ain't.
Go ahead, Z.
I got you. It says, it's so crazy how when I talk to guys that I respect, they struggle with a certain type of woman. The woman don't work, have no drive, have no ambition. They be having no substance or no independence. Then I talk to them about dealing with men with no drive, plan, leadership skills, ambition, or self-assurance. Meanwhile, I managed to maintain my business through the pandemic, pregnancy, hypertension, and even a breakup. Shout out to you. But I never match up or align with men who would benefit from having a woman like me. Somehow, somewhere, we are missing the mark. Why aren't we attracted to one another or seeking each other out? Or what deep-rooted issue have us what deep-rooted issues have us blindsided, excuse me.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, see, but these are topics I think we should have on open forums. These are open forum conversations, I think, so we get clarity. So Z, what you was
I want to start with saying environment is definitely one of the things that is gonna, I mean, like, let's say if I'm in the fucking Blue Flame this tonight, then I'll go over there to Strokers tonight, the next night. Like, we already know what type of chick I'm gonna be around every night. So this is the type of chick, you know what I'm saying? But if I'm in this club or that, or not even this club or that club, going to a lounge, going to a nice restaurant, whatever the case may be, you put yourself in a different mix, you're gonna attract a different type of person, man or woman, whatever you're looking for. So I think that definitely starts it, because you are who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you're a confident person, you're gonna be that person no matter what room or building you in. So it doesn't matter that you in here being mixy with people that might be so-called upper echelon. If you are who you are, that shit is gonna come out and they're gonna be attracted to that. So you know what I mean? Like, just put yourself in the right environments. That would be my number one go-to. You know what I mean?
So yeah. So what about you? Got anything, info guy? Never mind.
What I would say to this is like, a lot of times we do get complacent into like making, like trying to get the best out of somebody. So
Right.
we get kind of complacent with ourselves. Like, it's okay to say, for me, that it's okay to say for me that, okay, this person is not right for me, and if they're not right, I'm just gonna move forward. So that's
Yeah.
how I feel about it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with that too. You know, I'll let her go last because it's her topic. You know, it's her topic. I agree, and I'm noticing that there is a miss somewhere. And, we were just talking about that. I think it's because a lot of times the negative things are just out. It's a lot of negative on both ends. Like, she this, she a thought. Like, I think we need to. I'm not saying lower standards, but I just think we don't need to. Both sides need to not put so much pressure on linking or meeting, or because for real, I don't know if my wife watching or not, but if she is, cool. Like, a nigga like me, like, I don't. It took a like it don't nothing ain't gonna be like, it's gonna take work regardless. Like, a lot of things I hear are the same things though. Like, it's this on this side, yo, I don't do that. I don't do that. I'm not with this. And then there's a different kind of hurt coming from the same, from the other side. So
Right.
with two, but you find a way to make it work. Salute to my dog, bro, my bro. Like, there, things you gotta it's work. Like, it's not just it's not cooking pancakes. Like, it's not like
Right.
water and mix. Like,
Right.
you got to stir the shit out of that motherfucker, right? Like,
Yeah.
and sometimes, like, you gotta add more mix. Like, cause
Right.
sometimes, like, so it's not I think a lot of time, like, lately it feels like, the sprint instead of a long, I don't know what they call a long race. But if, like, it's not like nothing's gonna be a sprint, and
Right.
it's gonna be that. And I think a lot of men are scared of the work, and also a lot of women are also scared of the work. I think nobody wants to really bend. Like, everybody's so stubborn at the
Yeah.
door. Like, shit, I ain't, nah, fuck that. Like, shit, I ain't. Both sides like that. So
Right.
obviously the disconnect is that, is like, and then I know what I'm gonna get back is like from a woman is like, yeah, but I let my guard down. A motherfucker do this. Ain't
Right.
nobody saying let guard down. What we saying is like, it's gonna take work. Like, we know this nigga, like a nigga like me, like I was a hangout type all the time. I'm a flirtatious type. Like, it took years for that shit to get out my system. A
Right.
long fucking time. Like,
Right.
my wife had to put up with a lot of shit. Like, but what she did was, this nigga great with these fucking kids. Hey, yo, this nigga will die for me. Yo, this nigga will do this. Yo, he might have problems. Like, and then for me with her, like I might not like her attitude. Like, for me, I still have issues with how she talked to me sometimes. But I looked at it like a lot of the good, and how I feel, that's what it's about. So I think the disconnect comes from both parties being stubborn. Nobody want to give a little bit. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and talk, but that's what I got from that.
And Blue,
That's what I think.
real quick, Blue, before you go in, I was gonna say too, one, going back to somebody, you know what I'm saying, like yourself, because you made this post when you said, you know, with all the businesses and everything that you had going on, how much time did you have to actually give to even starting a new relationship with somebody or trying to build to that, you know what I'm saying, when you're trying to maintain all this other stuff, because it takes time, you know what I mean? Like, so you got, you got to allocate time for that. And then secondly, you know, again, are you attracted to those men? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's another thing too. Sometimes, or women, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, for the dudes, like sometimes you might not even be attracted to those women. So it's a vibe thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be able to deal with that person for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? And whatever field you playing in, like I said, that's why I said my thing. I think my main thing would be environment.
We're gonna wait till she pops back in, but quick point to what Jimmy said. I think you are right when you say like it does take work. There is some things where you gotta understand where like there's gonna be
you want perfect, like it's not perfect.
Like there's gonna be 30%, 20% sometimes where you just don't like the shit a motherfucker do because that's just who they are. Like they're not gonna change that. That's something that you're gonna have to accept. There is gonna be compromises when it comes to that. There's no way you're gonna like a person 100%. Like there's going to be things that might be annoying to you. Whatever, because you're different people, right? Like y'all don't do the same thing, so it's like, and that's what I took. Like my peoples actually put me onto that and told me about that. And it was just like that in relationships, you got to understand that like you're bringing in somebody who's coming from whatever environment they was doing before, right? So whatever they was doing and what was in, they was. So I just think that there has to be like a balance with that. You do have to accept not everything is going to be perfect, but if the mentality ain't the same, if there's bigger picture that ain't the same, then if y'all don't align, I feel like together in the bigger picture of whatever the reason why y'all coming together, then then you probably
what's the end goal? What's the end goal? Like, do you even talk about that? Do you even talk about that? Like, y'all even talk about, yo, what are we doing? Like what are we going? Like, what are we trying to get out of this? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I almost feel like your boy who we started the conversation about with his list. I feel exchanging a list might be dope. You know what I'm saying? When you're starting out, you know what I'm saying? Putting your habits and faults out. Hey, I might fuck around and stay out late every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, because it's just putting everything on the table, like you said, and being honest. Like, and again, as men, like men, don't be afraid to have standards too. Like, because women have them, and you know what I'm saying, and they'll let you know straight up, you know what it is out the gate, and they proudly boast about this shit. Like, they don't got no problem. I don't want a nigga that's gonna do this, that, and the third. Like, men, don't be afraid to say the same thing. Like, it's okay. You can have standards too, nigga. Like,
it's okay. I mean, you want to be happy too at the end of the day.
Right.
I got a big problem, Z. I got a big problem with like if it'll keep a smooth set. Like, I'm talking about even in my relationship, like in relationships, period. If it keeps things smooth, she coming back. If it keeps things smooth in my relationship, sometimes I'll just hold it back. Right. Because I kind of feel like as the man of the house, I shouldn't, my wife, really shouldn't.
Gotta eat it sometime. Yeah, we just gotta eat it sometime.
So I eat it a lot. So, but that's not healthy though. Like, I'm learning this later, because then when you do get upset, you kind of
all of that shit come out.
Yeah, you kind of, because you already going through it with with other things. So I think you need to I think everybody really does need to vent. But welcome back.
Yeah, man, what the hell? My computer just stopped. Everybody sounded like robots after a while, and then I went live on Facebook. So I'm like,
because you was about to pop some knowledge real quick.
Right. The CIA tapped in.
You already know I was about to come through in the club.
Let me hear. Well, are you ready? Let me
What
hear.
did okay, so what did I miss? We just still on the same, like,
yeah, we still on your topic.
We're still on your topic.
Yeah. So anyway, when it comes down to that topic, it made me wonder, like, is there something that we're missing? I mean, you brought up a valid point when you said it's environment. That's how a lot of us end up with the partners that we have by default. And I can say for sure that I haven't been in many relationships, actually. I've only been in like 3 or 4 in my life. So, but I know that some of it was definitely environmentally circumstantial. But I wonder what it is about us people who tend to miss each other. And to be honest, I know a lot of people ain't gonna want to hear this, but I think a lot of us date from a codependency place. And we kind of like to the idea of having someone who may not be on our level in a way, or who is lesser than, and I know lesser than sounds harsh, because really people, we aren't like.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean
like
by that?
Someone who's not as experienced as us in something, and that's what we feel like our gift is, and that's what we get to bring to the table.
So okay, right there.
You know,
I just trying to get an understanding. It's going robot. What the fuck? Yo, what's going on?
Nah, we good. About? We good on our side.
Really?
Just waiting for her to come back.
Yeah. We good on our side.
Okay, but damn, that shit scared me, yo. I can hear them.
Nah, you know what was fucked up? I started being still for a minute. Like, my shit was fucking up. I was like, wait a minute, that ain't me.
Nah, I could hear some shit. Like, this shit sounds
my
funny.
dumb ass watching the TV, like, oh, everybody being still, so I just froze for no reason. The fuck am I thinking? Anyway, yeah. I guess, yeah, Blue having a bad, might be storming out there where she at. Ain't she in Texas, info guy?
Yes.
Yeah, they be having them badass storms out there. She might be fucked up right now. But I was gonna ask her about the time thing. Like, again, I think that's important too. Like, you know, if you're someone who's doing all of these things and got a lot going on in your life, establishing different businesses and just got different things, how much time do you actually have to dedicate to getting to know someone? You know what I'm saying? And where are you gonna meet that person at? Because it can be the nigga that's bringing you coffee every morning, and you might not look at him on your level, so you ain't really fucking with him like that. But the vibe is there. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is there for you, but you just like, this nigga work at Starbucks. I ain't really fucking with him. You know what I mean? So
I think that status part of it is just sad though. Like, you know, like I feel like everybody I just feel like everybody deserves to be loved. Like, like whether that's love by their friends, you know, love by their, you know, significant other, love by somebody. As long as somebody experiences love in some way, you know what I'm saying, then I think, you know, everything's fine. But you know, but I don't think a relationship, like, I don't think you have to be in a relationship though. You know what I'm saying? As long as you love, like, you love your kids will, you know, love you. If you got love, you know, your mother, you know, some form of love, you're fine. And I think, like, what she was trying to say was, a lot of times people want to force, you know, being, you know, trying to, you know, make a relationship or do things just to be in love. I think that's what she was trying to talk about, being with somebody that, you know, just
well, then I guess that would say, I mean, yeah, because you're right. But then, damn, I guess we got to go back to our word, accountability. If you trying to force it, if you know, like, if you're conscious that you're trying to force this, who is that really on at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that would be my only thing. So I you know, not that she's saying that, I'm just saying in general, responding to what you're saying, Jimmy. Like, yeah, if it's somebody,
she back now.
Oh, there she go.
Yeah, can you finish that statement? Do you remember what you were saying?
Yeah, man, I was trying to say, like, I wonder if it's a almost like if it's an ego thing, like we kind of date below our means in a certain way because we want to feel valuable, like coming from a place of codependency. Because I've been having to reevaluate my dating choices and like, you know, what is actually attracting me to certain type of people, and what am I feeling like my power is in those circumstances. So when I talk to other people who I feel like have similar complaints, like when I talk to other men who I feel like have similar complaints about their relationship, like about the lack of ambition and stuff like that of their partner, I be trying to figure out, well, what is it that we have in common? Because why aren't we catching each other? Why are we missing each other? Right?
Looking in the wrong place. Y'all not in the same spot. He ain't looking where you looking. And I got a question. Why y'all not looking at it? Why y'all not looking at each other?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, how come you weren't an option for me? Even if I feel like there's someone more mentally qualified and more aligned to me, it's like they're less of an option than.
Okay, let me ask you this, Blue. Let me ask you this. In what environment are you accepting? Because this is kind of a two-sided question. But in what environment are you accepting the reality that something could come out of this from this conversation? Like, because like you said, if that makes sense, like the dude you're talking about, if he meets you at a bar, like, what is the percentage of you saying, okay, this can actually be something? If he's everything that is, it's just like, is it the environment? Like I said, that's what I'm going back to my original thing. Like, is it that? Because if you meet this nigga at church on Sunday and he's everything that he's, you know what I'm saying, but you're not attracted to him, you're like, well, I'm not physically attracted to him. But if this dude is somebody you met at the bar, you know, the club, whatever the fuck, but it was just, you know, it was lit that night, a couple drinks flowing, you was physically attracted to him, he fell short in a few categories, you might give him the time of day. You know what I'm saying? And not you, I'm just saying in general. You know, we could do in the man and woman thing. So
just to drop some facts real quick, you know, most relationships are like environmental. So, you know, most
that's what I'm saying. So
you know,
thank you, Info guy. So that's what I'm saying. At what percentage are you giving this dude if I meet you at a business convention and I'm like, oh damn, and we kick it off, but I live in fucking San Francisco somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm really interested in you.
I like that, Z. I like that.
See what I'm saying? Because now you might blow me off. You don't blew off an opportunity. We only get so many in life. You know what I'm saying? So what percentage are you giving this dude to actually go somewhere else? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Real quick, let me add to that, Z. Real quick, because you said that. So do y'all think that we get complacent in how we date, like in what we do to find a partner that's compatible with us, like things that we haven't tried before, things that we don't do to find those type of people, all of those to add on to what you're saying.
That shit, son.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, all right. I feel like this, right? Just my opinion. Don't laugh. Try not to laugh. But I feel like women be waiting for the black James Bond to walk in the door. Like they waiting for this one guy to walk in, right? Like, you know, he got the smoothest nigga of the planet. Like, he talk different, he act different. Nobody really knows him. Handsome as shit. Discreet, like they waiting for super nigga to walk in the door. His credit score good. Like he don't have no like nothing. Like I think they waiting for this super nigga that don't exist, right? And I think until that nigga come along, which she said this earlier, until like it's a lot of negative energy from both parties. Because I see niggas who be hating on females, like they be throwing posts out there hating females. They be mad as shit.
Like, what are you mad at?
Like, dude, what are you like? All these ladies out here, and you sit here arguing with them on Facebook about, those niggas is clowns. Like, if you
they be on that motherfucker all day saying the wildest shit.
Shit like, ever.
Nigga, do y'all even go get any women? Like, y'all more arguing with them than y'all doing anything else.
Y'all done seen my platform. Niggas wake up early in the morning, have coffee just to argue with my ass all day.
Yo, I bet they single.
Crazy. Gotta be.
I bet girls don't like them. Yo, I bet you they either can't see their PP Like they can't standing up, they can't see their dick looking down. Like most niggas. See, I'm noticing about social media is like you brought it up earlier. Is like people would rather talk bad about other people, and they will not look in the mirror though. Like they got they got so much shit about themselves and so much skeletons in the closet. Yeah, they will go to jail. They will do life in prison. So I think that's the problem right there with people. So
and they come try to scrutinize people like me who are honest, who's just trying to show everyone I'm human. I have ups, I have downs. I'm emotional. Sometimes I'm proud. Sometimes I'm disappointed. I call myself being like a voice for a lot of women who didn't have one, and it worked on my end. A lot of women come to me like, "Damn, I'm not bold to say that." I'm like, I am, but then I'll get some men that I feel like they project their energy on me. Even today, battling with God. I woke up for the smoke today. I don't know why. They say the same type of shit to me every day, but today I was like, "No, I'm gonna drag y'all ass." I don't know why, but a lot of them projecting all the energy. They're being rebellious towards women like me, who they feel are free-spirited, open-minded,
strong,
beautiful, strong. Like, and I'm in a trend in that. Like, they're having a problem with my imagery.
Let me say real quick. What it is like real, like it takes a real man to deal with, real women. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes women are too strong for men, not in a masculine way,
right?
But like it takes like a certain type of man. It's
the ones that don't want to hold themselves accountable,
right?
There you go.
So when they get a woman that's gonna check their ass, right?
They can't handle it.
They can't handle that shit. It's not something they can deal with, right? They can't relax and be like, all right, let me fall back for a second and reflect.
Let me listen. Let me listen.
I always say that's one of the most attractive things a woman can do. That's one of the most attractive things a woman can do is politely, and I'm gonna use the word check for lack of a better word, but like, put a man in his place, but in a sexy, grown, I'm your lady way, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? The way she just make things make sense for you. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, okay, you know what? You're right. Like, that is probably the most attractive thing a woman can do.
That's when a man grows up, bro.
Thank you.
That.
Check that ass. It ain't about to be nothing sweet and sexy about it. I need lessons on how to do it that way, because if I know because your ass is fucking up, that's exactly, you're gonna feel that shit in your spirit, okay?
Well, I'm a wild boy, so sometimes a good cussing out is sexy to me. So
to be honest with you, it's not really the demeanor that you put across. Yeah. It's to understand that he's at a point where, all right, you're like, come on, you need to move forward with this. Like, you've been saying this shit or doing this shit or whatever. I'm going to say this to you to put a fire in your ass so that you could change and go the opposite direction, right?
And so be better.
And be better. I understand that, but again, it all comes down to men's maturity. Can you accept that? Like, there can be conversations that you have between you and your partner that can be like that. It should put a fire under you. You want to be able to change. If this is the person that you selected, you want to be able to change for that person. Why would you want to be complacent in the same person that you've been for the past whatever years before? It doesn't make sense.
Right.
It's not. You are missing the signs that are coming to you.
But this is info, guy. This is why I say, as men, most niggas, we fuck up because we always do something stupid, and it's always cheating or some ignorant shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, that's the thing. Like, I know women try to throw other shit in there, but the main thing is cheating. Like, they ain't going for that shit, bro. Like, men, we fuck up a lot and do that shit. Like, we just do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say all of us. So, info guy, don't put yourself in that category if you don't. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gotta argue that point with me. What I'm saying is, majority of us, until we get to a certain point of life, we just be out here doing dumb shit. You know what I mean? Yeah,
well, I'm dealing with my first like my previous relationship taught me that there are so many other problems that can go wrong, but outside of cheating. Because infidelity, neither one of our issue. I didn't cheat on him, no matter how frustrated I got. Even if I left the house and stayed out all night, I was not gonna cheat on him. He didn't cheat on me, but I learned that outside of those situations, real problems can happen. And when you're dealing with cheating and stuff like that, you never get to the next level. You never know that there could be other other hurdles to get over outside of cheating. Cheating, I feel like, eliminates you from even getting to the next level, because infidelity, lack of fucking.
Okay, now let me ask you this real quick, Blue.
Let me infidelity area, and there's still other fucking levels to be unlocked.
Right. Okay. So based off of what you're saying, isn't that based off what the person is going to allow? Because at the first sign of you, let's take it off of cheating. At the first sign of you disrespecting me and calling me out my name, if I said I'm not going for that one time, isn't it? You see what I'm saying? So or vice versa. As a man, I said I ain't going for this one time. So isn't it based on what that person may allow? If that makes sense. So if I said I was only going to give you one time, or you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. To do what? Cheat?
No, I said that's why I took it off of cheating, because she said it's more things that can go on.
Yeah.
Which is true. I'm agreeing. It can be, but wouldn't that be on the person to allow it to keep happening? And at what point do you say, nah, I'm not dealing with this? Taking it off of cheating. It can be disrespectful talk. It can be, I'm lazy, I don't clean the house, whatever the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
see, but I think what Zia is saying and what she's saying, like, there's just a lot of, like, when it comes to relationships, especially nowadays, there's a lot of different variables. Like, it could be like, you know, like possessiveness, like one car in the house, like he might not have a car, she might not have a car, like a person might, like, that could be an issue. Like, I think staying out too late might be an issue. I think, you know, the company someone might keep might be an issue. You know, like letting somebody into the relationship and talk, you know, and that the other person's not cool, you know, like there's a lot of different variables. Like in today's, like, some people might not want their relationship on IG, you know, IG and social media, where the other party, you know, there's a lot of different things, I think.
So what's your breaking point with that? Do you give them one time? Oh, okay, I told you this what I didn't like. Going back to what you said, Jimmy, like, do we just give a list at the beginning? Like, yo, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. Please, if this is what you're gonna do, I'm letting you know up front. We can kick and do all this other shit, but we can't be nothing else but that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like this. You know what I mean?
I think that'll work. I think from 2023 moving on, if you're going to start dealing with somebody seriously, like to where they start coming over the crib and y'all know it's about to be to the next level. Okay, yo, I got this little list of things that I got going on with me, and then they also come with the same list.
Listen, my nigga, I promise you that, hey, if a woman can say, because you know what's fucked up about this? If that was whatever Hollywood Scarlett that did that to some nigga, and she put the list and he leaked the text messages, first of all, niggas would be like, you bitch ass nigga, why you leak those text messages? Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? That'd be number one. And number two, it wouldn't be, the emphasis wouldn't be on her list, because if he said some shit like, nigga, you got to get out here, you got to work, you got to have ambition, you got to do this, I don't want you hanging with those dudes no more because they in the circle of dudes that fuck with these type of chicks. I really don't want that for my, you see what I'm saying? So if it was a woman that did that, it would be A-okay.
Verbatim to the that I've had with my ex. I was like, you can't hang out with these niggas. You can't be doing this. You can't be running around here. I need you to
see.
No, I was definitely.
I mean, see, but then y'all
you see what I'm saying?
See, but then they negotiate that right then and there. Like, okay, well then we can't be together then. Like, fuck it. Like, that's what it's just gonna have to be, because we're not gonna pretend. We're not gonna pretend for a little while and then break up. You know, I'm like, I'm wasting time. Like, nah, we just gonna fuck because I like the sex, like the pussy good. You know, you definitely hollering and squirting and all type of. So you definitely like it, and you coming back. So we could just do that then. We don't got to do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this can seem too critical. Even though I feel like when I did have that list and I was like, hey man, I'm not gonna deal with this. I'm independent. I was single for 7 years before I met you. These are some things I'm not gonna tolerate. I take care of myself. I pay all my bills.
God.
Blah, blah,
Nobody.
blah. No. But
Nah,
after,
leave that part of the list out. Like he gonna leave out all the stripper shit and how much he was by himself and how many chicks he had spending the night with him. He gonna leave out all that.
Eon, as your woman, this is what you need to understand. This is my mentality. I'm warning you up front. This is my mentality. I'm a bitch who handles business and take care of herself. So my tolerance for fuckery is going to be slim to none. So if you want to play, you're gonna have to go play with somebody else. If you want leverage, you're gonna have to go get a bitch that's doing a little less than you. Because I'm not cutting no slack, you know? And I
What's cutting slack?
No, I get it. No, I get it. Your standards are your standards, so I get it.
Exactly. I'm with it. Like we're not trying to Hey, not
you want access to me? These are the requirements. If you don't, there are so many beautiful women out here, honey. I'm not your absolute or final choice. But if you're going to decide here, these are some of my standards.
Okay. So let me ask you this, Blue, and you can. Let me ask you this real quick. You don't really have to get too personal, but what is your cap? As far as I ain't talking about, obviously you'll take a nigga that's making $5, $7, $10, $15 million a year, but below that, because that's what I'm saying. Sometimes I think women miss their mark because they looking for somebody that's on their level or above. You going back to what Jimmy said, and sometimes I think y'all might not give the nigga the FedEx nigga that's delivering your fucking package every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you might be like, oh, that nigga's sexy girl to your home girl, but this nigga might be, you know what I mean? So I don't know. You know what I mean?
Hey, let me ask this. Could it be that a woman could meet a dude who has a plan and a goal to get somewhere, and she can help him elevate to that position?
Thank you,
info guy. Real quick, info guy, real quick. She not the FedEx nigga got a whole business plan set up. He about $5,000 more away, and he's stacking it. She don't even know that because she didn't get a nigga the chance. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And not you, Blue. I'm just talking about women in general.
Not true.
Not you.
That we think that if we help a nigga come up, he's gonna replace us and leave us for the next woman, and we only prepared him.
Niggas ain't we gotta get rid of the niggas ain't shit motto though. Like I don't think nowadays niggas ain't really like we bout that shit.
I don't think no man is ever elevated without having a woman that's there.
Definitely no. Definitely.
That's what. Thank you, I swear.
Like, there's no way it's gonna happen. So how I feel about this is, you better get a man. You better get a man that's gonna be like, all right, if you're gonna help me with all this shit, let's sign paperwork right now because you own half of this shit. If ever there be a time where we don't work out, I just feel like it's got to be that way. If she don't help you get to that point, I think
go ahead, Blue.
Only because if you don't work out, she should have a piece of that because she helped you did. That was
go ahead, Blue. Get your shit off. Get your shit off, Blue. Go ahead, get your shit off.
No, he's right. He's right. We have to decide which one of those, like you said, there's going to always be a woman behind the growth of a man. That's fact. Even I know that my presence coming into my ex's life helped to elevate him in so many ways. He elevated me too, but in very, very different ways. I elevated him in ways that he could never go back, you know? So I'm eating this shitty ass candy. So I guess a woman have to decide which one of those women does she want to be. We're all supposed to be that woman that's going to elevate a man and prepare him to be the man that we're trying to not raise, but help him to become for the next woman. That's a hard. So that put a lot of women in positions to where we don't want to be the builder nigga no more. We want to be us already established, and to meet us where we stand, or at a higher level because of how accountable we are held for picking the wrong man. That's what I was trying to get to earlier with you guys. Like, It's so much pressure on a woman to be so mindful and to be so aware and alert of everything that could go wrong with dealing with a man. Y'all always assume like, well, he showed you who he was when you met. No, he didn't. Y'all gotta understand that when a man is in a process of trying to finesse us, or they're showing up with their representative, and we can't be too sure of who they are without making assumptions or without coming off paranoid or without coming off as negative. So there's a part of us that have to step back and like be open to see what's going on, and we have to let shit ride out. You feel me? So it's just so much pressure when it comes down to picking a man, because we're the internal one.
Yeah.
Always get that shit right, and then nobody got empathy for us if we accidentally pick the wrong guy. Like nobody do. They're like, oh well, you should know.
Can I be completely honest? And again, we never lie on the show about nothing. So I'm gonna be completely honest. Men are never the right guy until about 40 something. I promise you, yo. Like most men, I swear to God, about 90%. Yeah.
All of y'all have been the wrong man for a woman. All of y'all think that every other guy is wrong except you. No, all y'all's been the wrong nigga for somebody.
Yeah, I promise you. I swear to God, because we not right yet. Like within ourselves, like
we all ain't gonna be for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Like men, when men are ready to sit our ass down, it ain't till about 40. So we gonna be the wrong niggas till about 40.
But hold up though. Hold up. Why we hear man bashing on like I just want to say
it ain't even about man bashing.
Hold on. Yo, let me hold on. Dag, I ain't even say nothing. Yo, I said 3 words.
Hold me down, info guy.
Hold up.
Hold me down, info guy.
Hold up.
I don't think it's man bashing.
All I'm saying is this. Hold on. Okay. Just as many fucked up men in these situations, there are also fucked up women in these same situations. Like let's just throw that out there. Like I just don't like to hear like the scales are starting to tip. I like to keep them level. At the end of the
day, we want to make it equal. Okay, men and women do that shit. That's fine,
bro.
But at the end of the day, who is the person that chooses the woman, bro? Who's the person, bro?
Bro, okay. Look,
at the end of the day, if you want to marry somebody,
I'm agreeing with that. I'm not saying that. That's fine. Listen, bro, I'm just saying she said behind every great man is a woman. Correct. I'm saying that, but also the man also has to pick the right woman to be like all of them are not ready for like just because you're a woman.
I agree with that.
Say, okay, but that's all I was saying. But and then info guy jumped on my neck. You know what I'm saying? That's all I was saying. Then info guy jumped on my neck.
You still gotta understand that we're still internal, regardless.
I got that.
And I put the responsibility on men to choose the right woman, but y'all put the responsibility on us to not choose the wrong man, knowing good and well that most of y'all go your whole damn life with only the idea that there's one specific woman that is the one. That
means bro, let's be real.
That means everybody else gotta fucking eat dust until you make it to that one fucking
grow to 40.
It just is what it is. I'm sorry.
Most men ain't picking the right one most men ain't picking the right one at 20-something, bro.
Hell no.
Hold on.
All of us is going through the wrong man for the first 30 years of our life. That is so fucking unfair.
Z, so hold on. Z, let me ask you a question. Z,
go ahead.
Okay, out of a lot of friends that you have in your immediate circle,
right?
In your immediate circle, how many of them are still with their women that they've been with since 20s and some since high school? In your immediate circle.
Immediate circle. So if you're talking immediate, it's niggas I talk to
Okay,
I know about closest
friends. I can off the top of my head, I can only think of 2.
Info guy, I ain't even say you, so I'm asking him. Okay. Let's because what I'm saying is all of these assumptions are not fact-based. They're just saying how we personally feel. Because in the circle that we are in, it can work. See, we do take a while to grow, but we're growing together.
Yeah.
See, nobody.
But back to your point, though, bro. Back to your point, though, bro. A lot of the people that I know have been in a relationship have fought through the things of what we talking about, right? Infidelity, emotional, emotional.
Exactly.
They've gone through that and got it over.
Domestic violence.
They got it over that shit, and now they gone past that. But see, we as human beings, we gotta be understandable. What do we gotta be accountable for? Are we gonna continue to deal with that? Are we gonna move forward?
So okay, let me ask y'all this. Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna ask myself this. Like, y'all ain't even got to answer. Y'all ain't even got to answer for myself. When you see something like that, and if it was specifically catered to cheating, and you seen a post that you was like, damn it, I'm tired of getting cheated on. As a man, I can't be like, oh, I ain't the type of nigga that won't cheated on my chick or never cheated on my chick. Like, so I participated in her feeling that way or woman feeling that way because I was one of them niggas that was, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes you know, it's like, fuck.
I'm also one of them niggas. But like during marriage though, you know what I'm saying? And like I saying, it's on the individual, it's on the strength, it's on what you believe in your own personal. Like I think we keep trying to like, yo, I said this before, somebody told me this is very important, bro. Reputation compared like reputation is what they think of you. Your character is yours, bro. So if people gonna like, who cares? Like when it comes to what somebody got going on and you have personally going on, if people gonna think what they're gonna think, and with what we had going on in our personal relationship, and I know a lot of people also, people are gonna think what they're gonna think, and if you really want to make something work and you want to fight through, it can be done. I just want to put that narrative out there. And that's all I was really saying.
People can deal if you feel like you can get past whatever happened in a relationship and you could do that. There's nothing wrong with that. But you gotta also be understanding that people have a choice to
understandable. Right. I'm not taking that away. I didn't say that they couldn't. I'm just saying all I'm constantly hearing is that like people saying that it doesn't. And when I ask Z that question, is because like I don't want to name the names, but they're still together. Like the kids going, you know what I'm saying? They're not apart. So we get like that narrative really needs to be uplifted more in our community than the not part.
As a woman, right? As the woman on the pod tonight, Blue, how do you if you could try to speak for all women at this point, I don't know if you want to take that task, but
no, I will.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what is like the breaking point? Yeah, like because y'all are so strong, especially black women. You know what I'm saying? Like, so y'all deal with a lot when it comes to us. Like,
yeah, we do.
So the breaking points and shit. What are those for black women? And as the black women on his platform tonight, is it something that y'all should say, hey, fuck it, we ain't dealing with this shit no more, ladies, stop it one time when we out? Like, you know, because at that point, the men gonna straighten up. Because if you really want this woman, you ain't gonna cheat on her. You ain't gonna put your hands on her. You ain't gonna call her a bitch. You ain't gonna do this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? So what do we have to do?
I think for a lot of women, we see in pattern for the most part, right? So our breaking point be when we notice that there's just this reoccurring pattern going on in the behavior of a man. And we've cried, we fought, we cursed, you know, this pattern, this behavior is going to keep coming around and keep cycling around. And so this person is never going to change. That's our breaking point. And I think that sometimes we'll start to figure out that this mentality that this specific man have that's keeping them stuck in the pattern is so common. It's so common because it's like they're all learning from each other and all recycling the same old narrative and all just repeating after each other. Nobody's like learning how to take real responsibility or accountability. I think that's what makes us like tap out and lose respect for men altogether. Because it's like a lot of y'all say that y'all ain't the same, but you kind of like think the same, and not everybody think the same, behave the same. But it's a find someone who changes their behavior, even if they have adopted this mentality. I think that's what drives us nuts and makes us want to give up altogether. And a lot of women are divesting, a lot of women are practicing celibacy, a lot of women are opting out of marriage, a lot of women are not wanting to reproduce. You know what I'm saying? So there's a real issue going on out here.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You know, it's very real. It's very real. And there are some women who will fight through a relationship through infidelity and stuff like that. I think that takes a level of maturity. But a lot of issues we are building these relationships off of insecurity. And not individuality, more off of possession. And I think that that's a huge issue that we're all having in our community too, because we're so insecure. We want to like control and possess people so much. So I learned how to be more understanding when somebody stepped out on me. And when I say understanding, I don't mean accepting. I don't mean, hey, you cheated on me and that's okay. What I mean is, hey, I see you going through something. I see you're unsure where you want to be. I see you're out here still looking for something and you're still open. You know, I don't approve of that. I don't appreciate that. I don't want that. But you got to understand that out here dating, a lot of people aren't dating maturely. Okay. So it's super discouraging.
Yeah.
And that's the breaking point, I think, behind a lot of us Black women, because some of us don't want a serial date. We don't want to jump from one guy to another. So we'll try to sit there and bite the bullet with our partner and try to get over some of their shortcomings. And a lot of us women now, we just know the guys are just a little bit more dumb than we are, because we see in so much detail. They see more A to Z. They're more logical. We see all the colors. They see the main colors, right? You know? So I think some of us just kind of make peace with that. Like, hey, man, I am the woman in this situation. There is a response, like we have a spiritual leadership type of responsibility in our relationship. So some women can find their common ground there, and they can foot through things in their relationship with the man, even though he's not perfect. But for the rest of us, I think it's just, we just done gave up, because there's I call it a mentality out here that's not being challenged enough. And it's so much pushback that men are not really listening to their counterparts out here. So that's the breaking point right now. That's why we're done.
Yo, Z said wait till they're 40. I agree. That's all I agree with Z.
I mean, yeah, you know, what's that shit?
Fucking around, Z? Does everybody need to be fucking around and playing till they 40? Like, even, 40-year-olds.
No.
They want to get like a 25-year-old girl because they feel like she hasn't lived enough life to experience enough trauma. Like, the women need to stop fucking taking men serious until they reach a certain age too. Then, because they're
Blue. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, like, because like I said, me and Jimmy made a vow on this podcast that we won't lie. You know what I'm saying? So
we're not going.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. If you looking for, and I'm saying it's a percentage. I'm not gonna say 100%. So everybody who say nah, don't, we're not arguing that. Of course, there are those out here that don't do this, but I promise you, mid to late 30s and on, that's when men start to take life with women more serious. You know what I'm saying? And it's not 100%. There are dudes out there, married, good dudes, whatever the fuck. I ain't talking about y'all, so y'all don't come on here. Not me. Yeah, not you, because I ain't talking about you.
We're not talking about you.
The exceptions building.
There you go. But yeah, I mean, that's just the God's honest truth, man. Like, most men, we still feel like we can play the game. Don't bite. Yeah. Don't fucking bite and make this easy for me, because I winked at you because you look cute and you were at the Home Depot. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now you done gave me a little bit of rhythm. Oh, now you made this a little too easy for me. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, yo, you
go ahead, Jimmy, because I don't want to bury myself in this. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Right. I heard you. But we agree with you, because like throwing extra chicken in my chicken salad when I come.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, like I come in for lunch. You got, like, hey, I said 3-piece. Nah, this for you, Jimmy. I know you hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get the 6-piece for 3. So, that type of flirt. Like,
yeah.
That's how we get tickled now. Like, when you old, like that, that's how it is, because you older. But younger, like I promise you, younger version was different. Like we just did, like I didn't know how. But that's just how, it's sad. Not saying that, because there are a lot of women. Like I know relationships with friends that where if you're the guy and you get cheated on by your lady, like that also happens. I feel like, and then for the guys who decide to make it work it out, and they do that, I think that type of, like, the being the cheater compared to being the cheated, it takes a different type of person. Like the cheater
always got the most power in the relationship, if you ask me.
You believe so?
Yep.
You said what?
Yep.
I think they lose it though. I think you lose it when you've cheated. I think
most powerful relationship when the other partner is hurt. When the other partner stops being hurt, they lose the power that they had in a relationship. They lose the leverage.
Hell yeah.
Because they set the standard in the relationship. And if the person who wasn't cheating saw the relationship as something sacred, that shit goes down. And they open themselves up to, if someone bigger and better come to take you, they're not going to fight.
That's a fact.
Okay.
That's why I don't got a problem with cheating in a relationship. A lot of girls be like, he looked at this bitch. I saw that. I'll be like, oh, no, baby. You know what? Do you. Let me see how you move. Let me see who you are. Let me see what you want. Teach me who the fuck you are so I can move accordingly. So if I'm in a relationship with you and you start cheating, or I notice you got things going on, I'm not going to hate you. I'm not going to punish you. Because I went through that in my early 20s where I was like, oh, God, why? I learned that these bitches will have fun with my man, and I'll just be sitting around crying and shit. Like, they had their fun and they moved on. They don't give fucks about your guy.
Damn.
He's not important to them. But to you, he's everything. So they're laughing at you. Because they can come and get everything that you work for from your man at the drop of a dime. They don't get two shit. So that taught me such a valuable ass lesson. Oh my God. I said I would never cry about a man doing what he want to do and getting his dick wet by some other woman ever again. That's a choice you want to make, and that's the standard that you're gonna set for this relationship, then get ready to deal with it. I don't even want to hear no apology. I don't want to hear it was an accident. What you did was you did what you wanted to do. So understand that when my opportunity comes up to do what I want to do, I'm gonna do what I want to do. And it shouldn't be no explaining. You get it, right?
I do.
Right?
We do.
Why I had to do what I had to do, right? Okay.
Yeah. Hey, I just want to.
I don't agree with it. I ain't gotta fucking agree with it. I understand it.
I understand. But I don't. I
ain't gotta fucking agree with it.
But
keep
I
that
do want to
energy,
apologize.
baby.
You heard what Jay-Z said. I was gonna get right back. I was just fucking them girls. I was gonna get right back. Right.
Yo, you know something funny though? I want to apologize though. I know, like, I want to apologize for niggas, immaturity, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I do want to apologize, and I'm including myself in this conversation.
Right.
Like, I want to apologize. Like I want to apologize for mandem. You know what I'm saying? For us dropping the ball as first for one, because our jobs was to protect our women. You know what I'm saying? Was to protect the black woman. Right. You know what I'm saying? Whether we with them or not. Yeah. Those are still our queens. Yeah. Regardless. Like if that's roles that we supposed to have, let's keep that 100. That's the first one. So, and then, the women as well. Like, I don't want to get on that part. I'm just talking about the men. Yeah. We need to do better, for the cheating, for the putting the hands on, for the calling out the name, for the having babies and running off. You know what I'm saying? For just being sucker ass niggas for doing, like, that's just for the apology for the immaturity and shit like that. So that y'all had to go through that. So that's for the other, for them lame niggas. So
women are raised up to have a completely different mentality. And I think that we as parents now, especially our generation, we got to get our boys and our girls on the same page. Because we treat the boys so fragile when they're young that when they get to an age where have more of an abusive nature towards women, we praise them. While we teach women to, like, preserve themselves and protect themselves from men. As girls growing up, basic education about men is protect yourself and preserve yourself. That's it. There's nothing really in between.
No,
If you
you
guidance, it's confusing. It's like these are going to be your largest desire, but also your largest threat. So you have to go through life trying to figure out how to balance the desire of a man and then also protecting yourself from a man. And that shit start early. Sit with your legs closed. Don't sit on a man's lap. Don't look into him. It's like it's all these rules that try to protect us from men. Then we got to grow up to figure out how to manage ourselves when it's time to attract men and when we desire men. So I feel like most women at the core have the same mentality and that same outlook on life when it comes down to men, while men are raised up a completely different way, and we're not meeting eye to eye. We're not being raised from the ground up to for each other. Does that make sense? We're not
makes a lot of sense. Yeah,
for each
it
other.
does.
Yeah,
That's what we have. Do you think it's because of the broken homes, though? Do
I
you think because of not seeing in the home, the interactions, like, do you think that had a lot to do with it?
I think
Because
it has a lot to do with just the mentality of who's even bringing them up. Because there's some homes that aren't broken, but they're broken. Like the dad's in there every day, but he kicking the mom's ass. The dad's in there every day, but he's an alcoholic. The dad's in there every day, but he's on crack. The mom's there every day, but she's absent. The mom's there every day, but she's jealous of her daughter. It's like we can try to say that homes who are more together or more suitable, but really it needs to be a village of people who actually love and care about the well-being of the child. Even if it's not a mom and dad home, if there's a grandma, a grandpa, a auntie, and uncles, and everybody who come together who want to pour into the existence of the child, that's an even prettier picture.
I agree.
Yeah, so I think it's got something to do with how we support the lives that are coming up after us and how we help to guide them. Because even in two-parent homes, there's not a lot of guidance. People aren't guiding the youth. They're telling them what to do. They're telling them who to be. They're telling them what to think, but they're not guiding so that they can trust their own instincts out here. So I'm hoping.
So what do we? But for us though.
Ooh, that's a good segue.
All right, let me ask the my bad, info guy. Let me ask the panel a real question real quick.
Go ahead.
My bad, info guy. If we can all agree with the household starts with the woman, right? Because that's who's going to bear the child. That's who's going. So if it's going to start with raising our daughters, what standard do we need to set as fathers and mothers in the household, whether co-parenting or you coexisting in the same household as husband and wife?
Just be
what
involved,
standard? Bro. Do we need to understand? I don't want to take away from my sons, but do we need to kind of say, hey, babies, daughters, princesses, this is what the fuck it is. You don't accept a man less than this. You know what I'm saying? I just, based off of what everybody is saying right now, what I'm hearing, do we need to set a higher standard for our girls in society? You know what I'm saying? We still teach our sons what it needs to be so that it's more of them out there for them to pick through. But do we need to set a higher standard for our daughters? No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know what I'm saying?
The daughters need examples. Man, it's so crazy. I was just talking to my friend about this today, my guy friend. My daughter and my daughter, I'm getting personal. Me and her dad separated, but I've been having him around more often for the dynamic of her. And I've seen how she comes to life when he's around. And I see how different she is in energy when we do things together. And I suggested, hey, let's take her to the park together. I take her to the park all the time. You take her to the park, but we don't take her together. Her energy, her essence, everything was so good. And she wanted to show him everything. Daddy, look, daddy. And even when he pushed her on the swing, he was so animated with her. He pushed her. She pretends to kick him. He's like, oh, it's just all this love.
Man, I used to do that.
Yeah, right. And all this creativity.
Yeah, I used to do that.
I'm going to take her there, but am I going to play with her like that? No, I'm going to push her. So it's just that taught me that a woman falls in love for the first time at this age. And if it doesn't start at this age, she'll just know. And I compared her to myself, who was not raised with a father in the house. So I'm really obsessed with their dynamic because she's learning what love is from me, an example, which I had to use my brain to figure out what love was. And I fumbled the ball so many times. So it's it's like the example is what young girls need more than anything. They need to know what love feel like, what boundaries feel like, what hurt feel like, and how to even have compassion for the man, which is the father. That shit is so fucking important, and you don't know how important it is until your life. And I know now that even now I don't know what love is and if I've ever even experienced love from a man or if I've ever even loved a man. I'm just stuck on using my logic all the time. And then my logic is strictly, it's woman logic. I'm intelligent. Yes, I have emotional intelligence, but I'm still an emotional, I'm still a woman.
Right.
So I don't have the internal experience of what love feels like when it comes down to men. So then I go looking for it differently, no matter what has been told to me, right? Versus watching my daughter learn what it is, from this age and experiencing true love. She loves that man. I be like, damn, I live vicariously through her. I'm like, damn, I've never been able to be like, daddy, and have someone who I know can catch me if I fall. Yeah, I just don't know this life. So I'm really obsessed with like trying to preserve that relationship with her dad.
This is deep.
So I can watch her grow into that.
Right.
Because even me, I'm shocked.
Yeah.
I have this is my third daughter. I have 3 children. I have 3 baby dads, and they all are from different. One is from like my school, my junior high school sweetheart. But we were just too young to understand like life, And he did what he did, and I left him. Then I met the second person who was a little bit more monstrous in my face. Then I accepted a lot of bullshit because I was like, I don't want to move on, So I just did not know the boundaries of when to draw the line, of what was inappropriate or how I should not have been treated or what I should not have accepted. I had to like completely experience everything full out, no matter what it cost me. So I think that fathers being more involved in their daughters' lives at a very young age is pretty much the only way. I don't think it matters what we're being told or taught at all. I think
what you're seeing,
what we're experiencing as young women.
And can I tell you something that's gonna combat that too, bro? And Blue, and you like, because as you were saying that, I was thinking like the counter to that is on the opposite side. Men need to show, even if it's a co-parenting situation, you got to be able to show there's love. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when your son is seeing this, he's seeing, okay, this is what love looks like. This is what it looks like to treat a woman. You know what I'm saying? So even if the situation ain't good with the mother, you still got to show your little man this is what love is. Like, or just show, even if you ain't with somebody, just explain, you know what I'm saying? Like because just so he knows, so he sees that coming up. Because he might be in a situation, because if it's a co-parenting thing, again, she might move on. She got somebody, so she sees what it is from that. He sees what it is from that POV, but he don't see his father doing that. This is just a stepdad situation. This is my father. I'm with him every other weekend, whatever the case may be, but I'm with him. I'm in his life. He's in my life. So I need to see what he's doing. I need to experience his love because this is my DNA. So I think that's very important too. And I think that's the counter to what Blue was saying, like, as far as what women go through and all of that, seeing what, their father, their father's like. As men, we got to step up and you got to show your son's emotions at certain times when you're dealing with your woman, when you're dealing with your ladies in your life. Let them know it's okay to be vulnerable in certain situations, so they see that that's all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, real quick, Blue. Like you were saying, like before y'all, because I didn't want to change the subject before I lost the thought.
Yeah.
Because it was going to what y'all was saying. Like, this is our therapy. Like testimony, like everything you said and what Z said, led me
I got to
say
see. I'll be
this.
back. Baby,
all right, go ahead. Led me to say this. Being a guy in a house where being a single mother, and then I had 2 sisters, right? I had to be the man of the house early, right? So for me, it was more protect and try to make sure. And then for my, watching how my sisters, like how they baby daddies, their situation, like we all went through the same thing and had rough starts early. And what you said about the interaction with your daughter, with her son, took me to the next level because, we played with each other at the park. Like I had to I had to do that with my sisters. But then now that I'm a father,
Yeah.
you know, I did them things that you said. Like you brought a tear to my eye because
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite go-to moves when they was little was to jump to the side, boom, push them. They would love
Right.
that shit.
Like they
Yes, and then they hit me. I'm like, oh man, they would bust out laughing, like crying, laughing.
Yeah.
So all my kids went through that, all of them, right? And the fact is, what you said is that, like, my first relationship did not work, but my kids, all they really know of is that daddy coming by this weekend, daddy gonna do this, and all, we had contact. And as long as we do that, as long as men just do that part, I don't care about nothing else.
Right.
Now,
so I'm in it.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish your thing.
Just to finish it. Now, my oldest son, who was out of, like, he's the one that I didn't live with.
Yeah.
But we have a strong. He's the one that gave me my grandson. Now he's been married since he was 22 years old.
That's a beautiful thing.
Right. See, but he all he remembers is that. He don't remember really. So like what I'm saying, that growth part, like all of that, like people change.
Yeah.
Just be there for your children. Like I don't care about nothing else. Just be there for the children. So
gotta be
there for the mom. The moms need to support the dads who are actively in their kids' life, whether they're together or not, and not weaponize. That is the most evil shit on planet Earth. And the dads need to show love to the mothers and show respect in the presence of the kids, no matter what, because our kids internalize like they are us. So how your kid's dad, whether it's a mother or father, the kids internalize that because that's their only example of like God and distant, like everything that they know is us. I'm the only we're the first God that they meet until you teach them. It's just so important that we all respect each other. And so with my relationship with, I got 3 baby daddies, and they're all from different points in my life. I was even single for like 8 years before I got in this relationship and had my daughter. And they were all in different phases of my life, and I learned something so different. But one thing that I know for sure is that I don't care about what any of us got going on. We're going to come through for these kids. And so
that's right.
All of the dads will come through for all of the kids. Like you could talk shit about me all you want to and say you just got baby daddy. Nobody ever marries you. Niggas try to insult me all the time because I'm so strong. But I'm open up because I try to give hope to women who made a mistake and had to move forward. But one standard that I have is that y'all gonna love my kids. All of you. All of you, and if you call your child, you're gonna speak to my other kid. You know what I'm saying? And when you hang up, you're gonna acknowledge my other child, and y'all gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the queen here. I had all of y'all's kids, and I put my whole life into raising them constructively and beautifully, and all y'all are gonna come together and show that respect. So I think that's the most important thing.
That's what's up.
Salute, Queen. So salute to you,
definitely.
Queen. Most of all,
definitely.
Kids first. I don't care about what you got going on. I support you, whatever you want to do. But what you're gonna do is we're gonna respect our kids. We're gonna
gotta work together.
Yep.
So I think the dynamic of men being in their daughters' lives is very important. I know I don't have a son. I only have a daughter. I've raised her since she was a baby. So for me, like I don't know anything else but me and her.
Yeah.
So it's like natural to me. I don't see it as, oh, I'm raising my daughter. This is my child. I brought her in a life, regardless if she's a girl or a boy. I'm a raise that child. But how I see it is different is that like I've been able to ground and bring stability, right? Like I see the dynamic when a girl understands where she is at in regards to society and things like that, and letting her know how the dynamic of choosing a partner and how men are and things like that, giving her that in regards to a male perspective is the best thing that I feel like I can give my daughter, because then she is prepared when it
For
comes to
men,
the world,
right?
right?
And
She
then,
can,
but on the flip side of that info guy, with the going back to the son thing, I think why it's so important for them to, because as men, like, all right, if if it didn't work out with their mother, right?
Mhm.
Again, they still have to see that you loved. You know what I'm saying? Because they, especially at a certain age, you know what I mean? They have to grasp the concept that my father loved. So yeah,
Mhm.
he might not have loved my mother, but he still showed love to someone. So I think that's why I said I think it's just as important for them to see that, because if all they seen was you, their father do their mother dirty, disrespectful, whatever it
Right,
may be, that might
right,
put a different, you see what I'm saying, a psychological
right,
different twist in their head. So we have to understand as men, okay, yeah, it didn't work out with your mother. And again, 'cause I can speak to both sides. What you saying, Info guy, I
Yeah.
agree, because I got daughters as well. So, but with the
right,
sons, it's like, I little nigga, yeah, it didn't work out with her, but you gonna understand that no, your father understands love, and this is what love looks like on this
Mhm.
side. You know what I'm saying? And this is what it looks like when your father loves someone, and this is what it looks like, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to, because I think with the little girls, I think that's something that we just know, because as men, that's all we want to do is protect our daughters. But I
Mhm.
think, we just have to understand that our little sons have to understand what love looks like from their father, from their DNA. You know what I'm saying? Not
Yep.
necessarily their stepfather, but from their DNA. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and I think that'll change everything else. You know what I'm saying? I think, that might be where I ain't gonna say might. I feel like that's my personal opinion. That's where it's
Yeah.
gonna start. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I agree. I agree.
Right. I
I
think
agree.
an important role in with the sons, because we act like it's dad and mom, daughter, dad, daughter, but moms play an important role in sons' life
And
too.
sons, yeah,
Not
Mhm.
definitely.
pressure on them to
Right.
be, allowing them to be young boys, not projecting your lack of love from men onto your son. Like, it's been so
Right,
hard to keep my mind straight while raising my sons, especially as a single mother, which I still had the support of the dads, but who ultimately had to be worried about them being hungry every day, and everything was me.
right,
So
right.
I felt like it was very,
Salute to you.
thank you.
Salute to
Thank you.
mothers.
I felt like
Yeah.
it was very
Word up.
to not coddle them too much, not enable them too much, offer the right amount of nurturing, offer the right amount of discipline. But I know that I didn't have as much power into helping them to become men. So where I found my common ground was just trying to make sure that I teach them um spiritual security, like who they are on the inside and how they identify with themselves. That'll have a lot to do with me, and because I'm going to set the standard of the type of relationships with women that they'll have. So I had to think about
Right,
all of that, like, you know
right,
it's tough. And I told my sons, like, I'll never be able to teach you how to be man. You're gonna have to go out into the world to try and establish on what it means to be a man to you,
correct.
and how to
Yeah,
figure to establish yourself as a man in this society and in your generation. All I can do is give you like internal strength
yeah,
and teach you, I'm gonna always be sitting on top of your heart. So that my role is to make sure I'm protecting you there. Teaching them about rejection. I had to teach my sons, like, hey, rejection is now, rejection is a blessing. You don't want to deal with someone who don't want to deal with you. you know? So
yeah.
reject, small things like that. But I just know that as a woman, there's just some things I'm never going to be able to touch and help them with. So I think that it's important that women who are raising sons just please give their dad a chance if he wants one. Like,
Right.
we can fight them and make them be active, but like, don't get in their way of being active. Even
Right.
if they're not being who you want them to be. Like, don't think about yourself. 'Cause that's a hard
Right.
to not think about your hurt that you went that
That's a hell of a comment.
yeah, man. So it's just because we
So,
talk about mom and daughter, I just wanted to bring the sons in it too.
sons are definitely important. Yeah, I mean, I think both. Like I learned with my generation now that like I do things differently. So like people do what they got to do, but I learned that having both active, it don't matter if you're with them or not.
Yeah.
Having them both active definitely makes a difference
Yes.
on what goes on in their life.
Yes. Be
So
Just be there. Come on, let's just be there.
Just be there.
I will go to my son's dad's wedding. I don't care. I will go to the extremes to show my support. I would.
So quick. Speaking about children.
Yes, go. Oh yeah. We got a clip.
And I got a clip to play.
Dwight Howard.
Oh, I hope this don't break my heart, Jesus.
Nah.
Come on. I can't do it. No, I can't. You want me to do?
Don't worry about that. I want you to do it till I tell you to stop. Go, start. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Pick it up. Pick it up. That's it. That's it.
I can't.
Let's go.
It's too hard.
Let's go.
It's too hard.
Okay. Can't even go on in the last sentence.
Did it though.
Good job. Come on.
All right, that's it, info guy. That's it. All right, so pretty much that's Dwight Howard, right? Ex-NBA basketball player.
I don't know.
He was with
All stars. Okay, so he's somebody important.
I mean, he used to be, but anyway, he's an ex-NBA basketball player, right? That was his son, and he was trying to get his son to do some physical exercise, like ride a bike, and his son was whining, I don't want to do it, I can't, but his dad was pushing him, come on, you could do it, you got it, come on, just do it, you could do it, and he actually did it, and he got mad and ran off. So he actually had more energy to do more, if you ask me personally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people were giving Dwight Howard flack because they were like, oh, he pushing him too hard and he not, that's too much and he can't.
That little boy was biracial, that's why.
Yeah, if he was chocolate, they wouldn't have gave a fuck.
Breaks like that. You don't treat them breaks like that.
My wife,
chocolate boy,
my wife said the
it'd
same
have been
thing.
different. Okay?
Yeah.
My wife said the same thing.
I'm telling y'all, I don't care what nobody say what you want to say. You don't put biracial boys like that. Okay?
Exactly.
Why they got it's the reason why they got a reputation as grown men. Because we know that this is just something about that genetically recessive gene that ain't getting like that. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
That's a fact.
I got you.
All right, little chocolate boys go that hard on the playground.
Yeah.
In the hood. You know?
That's a fact.
They ain't playing no games. Like that shit right there, that shit right there was nothing.
No, they mad at that. Like I got a whole lot worse. Like I promise you. Like I got a whole lot worse. Like, man, I got chased around the house. Like I'm serious.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing wrong with what took place there. Like
nothing, absolutely nothing wrong. I ain't
had you know what our older brothers and cousins did to us back then? Like they beat the shit out of us, yo. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, they too fragile now. Then they, I'm sorry, but some of these black men and these athletes, they want to mix with the racial women, but they are not. You're not going to get you as a product. Why are you pushing them like you're literally getting yourself? You're not. You're getting a half of yourself. So it's not the same.
It ain't too many Steph Currys, bro. It ain't too many.
Right. But let me ask you this, man. Let me ask you this. So you were saying earlier that, like, okay, so what we need to do is get a lot of more, sisters, not because the ones that, I don't want to sound harsh, but like the ones that are gravitating to the NBA players, it's like either you one or you the other.
Right.
Like,
you're not nowhere in between like that. Right.
Right. Like, so it's hard for them. So I think we need to have more y'all pretend to be thoughts to get, to get these dumb niggas and then, they fly y'all out and then y'all already, bust out a game plan like, nah, ain't no sex going on. And if you call somebody, I got my Instagram on. You know, I got
So
the
you want,
tickets right here.
so you wanted the catfish being thoughts. You wanted to be catfish thoughts.
Exactly.
It's rules. They got some type of rule where it ain't no black women allowed. I honestly, some of them are so bred to just play the sport that they're not thinking, and they expect everyone else to think. I'm pretty sure that these powerful people that run a lot of their careers are plugging their own nieces and shit, and trying to keep them.
Yeah.
Why ain't none of us out there?
Oh yeah.
Why ain't
they waiting for them? They
That's
waiting for them. They waiting for them.
You got motherfuckers that's been breeding these men from so small to come up so that they can set themselves, their own family, and build their own generational wealth off of these niggas, okay? And they not thinking at all. They don't give a damn.
They don't. You know what's crazy? Yo, they got these young girls like La Femme Nikita. Yo, they got like them young white girls now in the basement eating fish and grits. Now they coming out. Now they thinking, they know how to make Kool-Aid. They coming out already ready to ship.
Nah, bro.
Like I said,
they getting the light skinned black or the biracial black girls or the mixed race black girls to get them now.
That too, but you gotta make them. You gotta make them though.
Biracial. A lot of them go get surgeries and bodies to appeal as biracial.
Appeal that way.
That's the ideals that they want to come off as black passing. A lot of them ain't. I got dragged on my social media because I was like, well, all of Kobe's money went to the Hispanic community. Oh, they
damn.
They
say that?
You're a
Oh,
they call me every book. But let me
she's right.
For his daughters,
she's right.
With no nigga like him.
So
right.
I mean, this kind of true. There's a lot of truth in that statement.
I'm just saying they need to be more realistic with who they reproducing with and stop trying to put that hood nigga pressure on these little privileged biracial kids. Cut it out. I
think we do enough shots.
I'm glad we got LeBron James. I'm glad we got.
Man, I love me some LeBron, and he a Capricorn too.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm glad we got LeBron James, bro. He's a representation, bro. He's literally
Michael Jordan got black kids. Hold on now, Michael Jordan kids is black,
bro.
He blackballed niggas,
bro. Literally. It goes back to the black
kids black though. His kids is black though.
Them up.
Yeah,
the black woman building them up, giving them all of that. You know what I'm saying? Then when he leave her, he go to the white one.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. So you know what?
Hey, I did my dirt before. Before I got rich.
All right, okay, let's be quiet. We don't even. All right. I mean, this is a love show, so we're gonna.
I'm just saying, I'm being honest. I did it before I got rich.
I got you. I mean, I don't like Pat Mahomes because he's corny. It has nothing to do with anything else. Like, I just think he's corny. Like, I don't know if you know who Pat Mahomes is. He played for the Kansas City Chiefs. He's the quarterback. Like, he's in a Prel commercial. Like, he's flicking his hair. He's throwing the ball sideways. Like, he remind me of. Like, you ever seen a movie called Major League? He's like Wild Thing. You make my heart say.
Right, yeah, he definitely is.
Yeah, that's his MO. So I don't like them douchebags at all. So
he's flicking his hair, throwing the ball sideways.
Sideways, he do though. He sound like a Muppet. Like, I ain't gonna joke on him, but I'll let you finish.
Well, anyway, as a mother to watch that clip, it was hard.
It was what?
I feel like that baby wasn't made for what he was doing. I just feel like if any other child sitting there, if it was any other type of child sitting there, like the type of
Latino,
Latino,
African American.
If he was sitting there being what Dwayne Wade's daughter is, I think it'd have been different. You know what I'm saying? Because I could have seen him in that position with the dad doing that.
Wow.
Does it make sense?
Wow. I didn't even go that deep, but
right.
Yeah, but now it makes me think because he did have the ball grab. He did.
Can you hear me? Keep it to yourself.
he did have a ball grabbing incident
Mm-hmm.
that we remember in the game. Like, I know other people remember this. He was on the sideline and he was sitting next to somebody and he reached for genitals of another man. So I could possibly see.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I could possibly see that twist where you just threw. That,
What?
That was, yeah, bro. Think about it.
Wrong,
Bro,
son.
what are you talking about?
Nah, never mind. She said it.
Like, what?
Pause,
bro?
Granddad. Pause.
I don't know. Maybe not. Were you saying that happened to Dwight Howard?
I don't know.
I
Who
thought
grabbed
that's what
balls.
she said. Okay.
Dwight
No,
Howard?
Yeah,
I mean,
bro, you don't remember that?
He was caught with some Tyrannosaurus Rex, nigga. Like,
I remember that. Oh yeah, he did.
I do remember that. I do remember that.
Okay then. So that's 2 strikes, nigga. Like, I mean, you only got 3, so like you verified. Well, shit, ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying.
Shit.
Yo, okay, 2 strikes, nigga. I didn't know. Like I don't know if y'all play baseball, nigga. Like it's hard not to strike out. It's hard not to strike out. But
yeah, I know my phone about to die.
Yeah, we gotta.
So
yeah, we gotta go.
Michael Jackson.
all right, so again, we like.
Yeah, you gotta come back, man.
Yeah, Blue, we gonna have you once a month
we
at
need
least,
you.
at
Yeah,
least
yeah,
minimum.
We gotta every other week or whatever, man. You make.
I mean,
it
whatever
happen.
you figure.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, we
Okay.
at your disposal. Thank you. All right, so we'll reach out.
Okay, I'll definitely come cut up with y'all. I'm made for it.
All right, that's what's up. We appreciate you. You tough as hell.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
I appreciate
Hell
you
yeah.
for having me. Thank you so much. The PMP Show.
I appreciate you.
All right, so peace.
Oh, my phone died.
Very much. So, fellas.
Yeah, say yeah, we're gonna. Yes, we did that shit. Oh yeah, Thursday. I got financial literacy expert coming through. That's Thursday's show. So tune in Thursday. Gonna be another great PMP show. Shout out to Culture Creators, Sophisticated Savage, the brand. Go to the fucking website and go get some merch. Y'all didn't. I mean, nobody texted in to get the word to get some free merch. But holla.
Yeah, that was crazy. I'm you said it like a couple times. Like,
yeah, because they're smoking and drinking. So, but anyway, tune in on Thursday, 7:30-ish, because you fucking with black people. Shout out once again to Culture Creators, like I said, Info Guy, World War Z, Jimmy VIP, and the rest of the PMP gang. Peace. Be safe.
Spitting sick with no remedy. All my thoughts come from loud and some Hennessy. God told me show mercy to my enemy. What the devil saying make his ass a memory. I'm blacking out and yesterday is just a blur to me. And the only way to stop me is to murder me. I spit it hot, I burn the track to the 3rd degree. A surgeon to the beat, I give it open heart surgery. I give it life, I keep it real. I'm spitting life, my wrongs, my rights, my kids and wife. Life's a gamble, I'm pitching dice. Bob Barker grind, looking for the right price. Stuck in the trap for the cheese like mice. Lands on